So I've resisted this one for a while just because it's a little bit out there. Plus, I do like what the Vikings have on the defensive line. Afadio Denebo, DJ Wanham, James Lynch, Kenny Willekes. Let's get it going. But Jadeveon Clowney, he's still just out there chilling. And as every day passes by and Clowney isn't on a roster, I just keep thinking, and before we get to, but what about the money? What about the money? What about the money? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Spoiler, Clowney full season? No. Clowney part of the season? Yes. So here we go. Current free agent was with Seattle last year. Was traded by the Texans. Bill O'Brien, in his infinite wisdom, franchise tagged him, then sent him to Seattle for a third-round pick for a bunch of slappies, right? Now he's sitting out there because he's reportedly asking for $17 to $20 million a year, which is absolutely premium Patron Platinum, Bud Light Platinum, premium pass rush money, right? Right. And just for comparison, Daniil's averaging 14.4 a year. Sure. But also here's the thing. He's not a premium pass rusher. He's a damn good all-around player. He does not deserve premium pass rusher money. So let's get into it. Background. 6'5", 255, 27 years old, former number one overall pick by the Texans in 2014, coming out of South Carolina. Remember, he made his bones with one hit. He really is a one-hit wonder. He really is. But throughout his career, 6 seasons, missed most of his rookie year due to microfracture surgery. But 6 seasons, 32 career sacks. A very good player. A very good player, but notably has never had a double-digit sack season. Also, here's where he's ranked in pressures since 2014. Rookie year, not available. But 99, 40, 16, 22nd, and last year 44th. So not even in the same orbit of the type of money that he's demanding or asking for. But again, he still is a very good player, right? So with the Texans, they played him at a mix of 5-tech, 3-4 defensive end, Leo, as well as outside linebacker. So he's all over the place in multiple fronts. Last year in Seattle, they primarily play a 4-3 under. So he played Leo and Rio, 514 of his 712 defensive snaps last year in Seattle, 72.2%. So all of this information is important because, yes, I do believe he could be a 4-3 standard, 4-3 over hand of the dirt defensive end. Also, he has experience operating in a 4-3 under as well as some 3-4, multiple fronts that the Vikings could be using this year and should be using this year, by the way. Also, I do believe Clowney could kick inside third down NASCAR packages, a la what the Vikings did with the Fadi, a la what they did with Stephen Weatherly last year as well. But I don't think he has the weight or enough of a low center of gravity to be an every down 3-tech. So I think that's a little bit off the table. But he certainly could have value all over the place. And even though I do believe in the Vikings defensive linemen, Armon Watts, Fadi, the rookies coming in, they're still a little bit unproven. Plus, just adding him into the mix, especially mid-season when he's still fresh. Come on, player. Yeah. So now, coming down to the money, the biggest sticking point here. Don't sign him now. Do not sign him now, because I don't think that he's going to be on a team to start the season. I really don't, because he seems pretty inflexible with the amount of money that he wants. I don't think a team is going to offer it to him, like Seattle. Still supposedly in talks with him. Apparently, he's turned down offers from the Jets and the Browns. Also, the Vikings signed Clowney after the Jets tried to get him. Just another chapter in the dumbest rivalry in sports history, right? So, I don't think he's going to be on a roster to start the season. So, I would say wait until mid-season. Like, say the Vikings are 6-0, 5-1, heading to that Week 7 bye. Clowney's still out there chilling, brooding, wasting a year of his career, wasting a year of his earning power, and all of a sudden he's going to get free agency next year with now a year out of football. You think that teams are going to line up, give him $20 million a year next offseason? No, I don't think so. So beep, bop, 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 boop, call up Clowney. Hey, Clowney, we believe that you want to get paid. That's obvious. Also, we believe that you do want to win too. So, Clowney, here's what we'll do. We'll give you a prorated salary of $10 million for the final 10 games of the season. So, ostensibly, you've been making about $16 million, pretty close to what you were making last year on the franchise tag. We can finesse the cap. We can make it work. We got Rob Brzezinski, salary cap thug life. Let's get it on. Also, you can come in, be a rotational piece. You don't have to be an every down player. Just be a beast in that front seven, wherever you want to go. Defensive end, 5-tech, 3-tech, out-tech, all the techs. All the techs. Be Silicon Valley up in this B. How many techs are you going to be playing? Also, I think he would go for it. I think he would, because at that point, potentially missing out on a full season getting paid. And remember, even though he was the number 1 overall pick, that's a decent contract. Even with the 5th-year option, that's still, in the grand scheme of things, not a ton of money. Last year franchise tag, decent, but still not a ton of money. Still hasn't gotten that long-term financial security. He obviously isn't going to get it this year, but even taking a pro-rate salary of $9 to $10 million bucks, you go to a winning team. A rotational low snap count keeps you fresh. Also, he can really reprove himself for free agency next offseason. I think that's going to be the best course of action for him at this time, because just sitting out there and saying, I want $17 to $20 million a year on a 5-year deal right now, ain't going to get it. You didn't get it before the draft when teams were deplete of players, and also when they still had a ton of cap money to spend. So what makes you think it's going to happen now? So take what you can get what you can get at this point, and I think it'd be great. I think it would be absolutely awesome. So the Vikings, the Zimmer Hellfire defense gets back on track. These young defensive line pieces are coming together. All of a sudden, Jadeveon Clowney just comes in week 8 at Lambeau Field, by the way, and just completely eviscerates and destroys the octogenarian Aaron Rodgers, except he might be quarantined because of the Rona, because his demographic is extremely susceptible. Then the 12-year-old boy is just like, oh, I would just love it. I would just love it. And also, say you don't want to pay Clowney long term, which would be fine. He leaves in free agency, signs somewhere else. I mean, the Jets finally pay him $11 billion. Compensatory picks up the wazoo. Let's get it done. There you go. But that's my thoughts on right now. Sign Clowney, but not right now. Wait till midseason. See what happens. So there you go. Your thoughts. Vikings, Clowney, question mark. Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, pull us up on the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But the next time. Skull, production value.